Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's me. I'm back. I'm all fired up tonight, so kick back, grab a beer, grab some peanuts, because this is going on pay-per-view. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't know who I am. I'm John Wolf. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Had a young lady on my show tonight who wasn't a Trump supporter. She doesn't like Trump. Which, by the way, sweetheart, if you're watching this movie or video, which I'm pretty sure you are, this isn't directed at you. I'm just going to use some of the things you said, so don't take it personally, you know. But anyways, had a radio show tonight. Had a young lady on there talking about Trump. And I'm going to break down exactly piece by piece what we discussed. Trump's an asshole. Why? Have you watched my videos? Have you watched my take on refugees? Have you watched my take on immigrants? Well, yeah, but you're not running for a political office. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. See, we've had too much political correctness, too much of this sensitive bullshit for the past 30 to 40 years. See, that's what's caused this problem in America. We have hundreds of thousands of Hispanics coming over, Mexicans coming across. Yalima! Coming across from the southern border, taking our welfare, taking our jobs. People sit back and go, oh, well, they only take the jobs that the white people don't want to do, which is picking fruit and mowing grass and stuff like that. No, wrong. Guess what? Let me tell you what. They are involved in every single industry that does not require a college education, pretty much. And they're going in there and they're doing the jobs for less than what the white man or the black man or any other American that's legal would do it for. That's why we're losing our jobs. And the ones that don't come over here and get on work, guess what? They come over here like Octomom. Juan, Jose, La Vila, popping out kids left and right. Why? Because they get on welfare. They get on food stamps. They get on disability. They get SSI. They get all of this shit for free. All of this for free. And they live off of it. They thrive off of it. They call home. Hello, this is Juan. Yeah, let me tell you something, man. You better come up here and have Juanita pop out about 10 bambinos. No, shit don't work for me. You come over here legally, that's fine. I love you for it. Welcome to America. I'll open the door. I'll be the first one to slap you on the ass and say, good job, go get a job. But you come over here living off of Medicaid, Medicare, and all this crap, and disability and welfare, no, don't cut it. No, you're a drain on the system. You're a drain on society. When you come over here legally and you're taking our jobs, that's taking money out of my family's mouth. That is taking money out of millions of other Americans' mouths. And you think we're okay with it. You think we're going to sit back and go, oh, well, that's okay. They're just poor and underprivileged. Oh, shit. I'm poor and underprivileged now. And then guess what happens? It's called market saturation, ladies and gentlemen. Market saturation. That's why so many of Americans have given up looking for employment. Because the employment is not there to be had. Okay? The employment is not there to be had. So they're turning to welfare. They're turning to disability. They're turning to all these other avenues to make the money. All of a sudden that becomes a bigger drain on the government, on the government's financials. So that's why we need to build a wall. Well, if you sit there and go, well, John, how's he going to build a wall? I'm not going to pay for it as a taxpayer. Well, first of all, if you're going to reject paying for it as a taxpayer, whenever it means you're going to end up making more money and bringing more jobs home to America and keeping the illegals out and thereby keeping the third world diseases that have already been proven to be coming over here at an exponential rate, keeping out the illegal activity, the drug running, the rape, the murder, lowering those levels of crime, the gang activities from M13, Los Lobos, and other organizations such as that, well, then you're a knucklehead, my friend. But even if the American people weren't going to pay for it, I could tell you exactly how they make them pay for it. The president has the ability to launch tariffs. So in other words, if the president sits there and tells, President Trump, get used to saying it, President Trump, say it with me, President Trump. If he sits there and he contacts Mexico and say, hey, you're going to pay for your own wall, vatos. No, we're not. Oh, really? Well, all the exports that you send over here to America are now going to have a tariff tax attached to them. It's going to be 2 to 3 times higher than what you pay now. So you're still going to pay for the wall. Thanks for playing. Guess what? Mexico's not going to want to lose money. They're going to end up paying for it. Even if, let's take Mexico out of the equation, even if they don't pay for the wall. Okay? You have so many privatized industries that the government funds. Department of Education, EPA, BLM, the Federal Reserve, Just those four are worth approximately $4 to $6 trillion a year in federal government spending. 4 to 6 trillion, ladies and gentlemen. How much do you think it'll cost to build a wall? Not 4 to 6 trillion. He could probably build 5 walls. Then I had the question, well, how are you going to take away all those departments? It's simple. You return them to the states. But because of the lack of financial strain on the government to pay just for those programs, each state can get a small increase or a slight increase in federal funding to offset the cost. See how that works? Not only that, but more American people will go back to work because there's fewer illegals, fewer people on welfare, more American jobs. Wow. That means more income for the government. Well, son of a bitch. Then people sit there and go, well, what about all those agencies? So you think we don't need education? No, it's not about we don't need education, but you know what? If you return it back to the state level, which is actually where it should be, things will work out just fine. It's simple. Then people want to sit there and go, well, he's racist because of the Syrian refugee issue. Really, how is he racist? Has anybody watched what's going on in England right now? Oh, you have? But you don't think it'll happen over here because President Obama told you that it'll be just fine, that we're 100% safe. Just like he told San Bernardino, just like he told Houston, just like he told Moore, Oklahoma, Chicago. Need I go on? Need I go on? Just like he told those areas where the multiple Muslims have been arrested for terroristic activities and funneling terroristic funds overseas. Then somebody will sit there and tell me, well, you know what? Fixing the wall will not fix the immigration issue. Well, guess what? Here's my equation. Here's my depiction for that. You have a cup, ladies and gentlemen. You have a cup. That cup is America. You have about 6 holes in that son of a bitch, and one of them is a big old gash. And every time you put water in it, it just floods right on out, don't it? Well, you take that big old gash and you'll clog that big old gash up. Now you have 5 small holes. They're leaking water, but you can keep the water in there longer. Why? So you can manage those other holes and you plug up those holes, those gaps. Guess what? You now have a functional glass of water. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a functional cup. There may be some dribble, but it's nowhere near the dam break that you had prior. So that right there in and of itself is worth President Trump. Now this is where I'm going to get real personal here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have had 50 plus years of the government, of career politicians, fucking our country, screwing our veterans, screwing the middle class, screwing the taxpayers. Now we have a bunch of special interest lobbyists and morons sitting here dictating to us what parts of the Constitution are considered archaic, what parts of the Constitution should be allowed to stand, what parts of the Constitution are legal for one person, but illegal for a whole bunch of others. That's career politics. That's career politics, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we need somebody who's not into career politics. Cruz is a politician. Bernie's is a politician. Clinton is a bitch. She's a politician. All of these politicians have fucked up the country for 40 to 50 years. Why do you think electing another politician is going to change a damn thing? It's not. It's going to make America worse. It might make things better for a little while, but you know what? It shows the career politician that they still have a thriving shot to destroy us. That's why we get somebody in here that is not a career politician. We get somebody in here with a business mind. We get somebody in here who's an asshole like I am, who says what all of us are thinking. We get somebody in here who's not afraid to stand up and go, screw you, you're not going to do this anymore. We're going to get somebody in office who's not afraid to stand up and punch somebody back in the mouth when they stand up and punch him in the mouth. Rosie O'Donnell, Megyn Kelly, we're talking about you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why it's time. The Trump train has stopped at Wolf Station. And I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? I'm on that train now. Choo-choo! The only way to win at spades? Trump everything, baby. Make America great again. Trump 2016.